Well, thank you, Jeremy. Hey, teams out there, welcome, welcome, welcome. Boy, are we excited for the Arizona State Remote Tournament. This is absolutely amazing. We're going to go ahead and show all of the robot matches. I've got myself in my referee gear. I know we've got a couple others that are going to be joining us. Christine, of course, she's joining us right now. She's finishing up doing a little bit of judging. So teams, we are excited to show it. But I can't wait to introduce my colleague over here who's going to be helping us up. Alex, why don't you say hi to all these teams?
Well, thank you for that great introduction, Dave. I'm Alex here, and I'm looking forward to see some really great matches here.
Well, Alex, I agree with you 100%. You know, we had a chance to watch some of them and ref some of the matches, but you know what? There's a lot of teams out there that we haven't got to see. And so, kids, this is a way of putting it back on your place where we get to actually watch our teams, watch our peers as they compete. So I think without any further ado, let's get started and see this year's games coming up, robot matches. And it looks like our first preview here. We got Team 3672, the Catholic Master Builders. Hold on, I'm going to get my hat on. And who else are we playing? Who's going to be on your field there, Alex?
Well, over here on my field, we got Team 50776, the Waybright Fitbots.
Excellent. Well, let's see these two teams as they get out, go head to head. Oh, it looks like we've already started the match up there. Catholic Master Builders are moving across their robot. They've actually used it looks like they're using a line follower. They've already completed the step mission. Looks like it's all in green, and they are spinning the treadmill. What's happening down on your field?
Well, over here, we have Waybright just completed the bocce mission where they sent both cubes over to the other team, and they're getting ready to line up for what appears to be the step counter.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, they're actually heading all the way over to the treadmill using their line follower.
Oh, that's amazing. Amazing. It looks like the Catholic Master Builders were able to actually successfully work the weight machine after they did the treadmill, and they also were able to successfully launch the bocce cube off of the launcher. It looks like they're going underneath the pull-up bar. They're lining up and move the launcher. It looked like what they did is maybe they inadvertently hit the launcher because it launched one of the bocces early and it didn't end up in the target zone. They're following that line follower with their attachment, and it looks like they're putting on a new attachment maybe to work with the park bench.
We got Waybright over here having knocked down their bench and taking the backrest off. As well as doing that, they were able to push all their health loops into the gray area. Just one swift motion. So that was excellent. Nice to see them do that.
Oh, that's awesome to hear. It looks like Catholic Master Builders were able to successfully place one bocce onto the other field. They are now lifting up actually their basketball. They just missed putting in the cube into making a hoop. I thought it was going to be a three-pointer out there.
Yeah, that was a pretty close one. We got Waybright over here going with the step counter now. And I heard one of their attachments, they actually have like a dual elevator system, so it can run in both the X and Y directions for them. So it's quite nice, and trying to get a good glimpse of it over here.
Oh, excellent. Well, I don't know if you saw at the end of the match, it looked like both robots were able to get themselves onto the dance field. It'll be interesting to see how that one scores out. Coming up on match 2, looks like we have Team 5151, the cyclists.
We got Team 6639, technical difficulties over here.
Excellent. Let's see how this match plays out. All right, it looks like they're taking off. We've got the cyclists moving. They were able to successfully knock down the park bench, and it looks like they took off the back rest, as well as putting in 3 out of the 4 hopscotch cubes into the correct area.
We have technical difficulties over here. They are putting their bocce cubes into the hopscotch area right now.
Excellent. Looked like the cyclists were able to successfully get both slides, both kids off of the slide down and actually brought one of them back to base. They're using a line follower right now. It looks like what they're doing is they're moving over to that bocce position to see if they can knock one of the bocces over to the other field. Oh wait, no, they're actually moving into, it looks like the basketball. Oh, they just took a shot and missed, but they might try to lift that basketball up.
Yep, we got technical difficulties over here, having just finished their step counter now. Looks like they're switching out an attachment with a, well, I can't quite tell what they just put onto it, but my guess is they're going to be going under the pull-up bar here, maybe. So how about you?
Well, it looks like the cyclist had some sort of problem with one of their attachments. It was going actually into the weight machine, and doggone it, if it didn't get stuck on something, they were able to successfully place a bunch of the bocce cubes into the target area or into the zone. I don't know if the yellow one made it into the target zone or not, but then they had to retrieve the machine, and now they're going for that step counter. They're moving it in slowly. They got it into the yellow zone. Looks like it's in magenta. Oh, it's gone all the way into the blue zone. They're going to score big on that one.
All right. Now, we got over here technical difficulties, just dumped their bocce cubes into their target zone. They might be trying to move over now into the dance pad with those last final 10 seconds.
10 seconds left. That's 5, 4. Oh, it looks like the cyclists are going to do a pull-up. Here they go. They're pulling themselves up.
Ooh.
And at the time, they are elevated off the field. Wow, that's the first one I've seen. That's great. Whew, it's going to be fun to see if we see more of those happening today. Match 3, looks like we have the Mighty Minions. That's team 44386.
We also got team 4723, the Robo Roscoes. What do you say we give them a nice countdown here?
Let's do it. 3, 2,
1,
Lego!
Alright, looks like Robo Roscoes have taken a huge start here and are using their line follower to get them lined up for the step counter here.
Excellent. Looks like they're pushing it right on in. And over here, we've got team 44386 knocking down the park bench, and I don't think nope, they got it. They got the backrest all the way out.
Nice. Robo Roscoes here are continuing with their line follower. It looks like they're going to take this giant wheel over to the treadmill.
Seems like a great idea. So now is that wheel actually spinning through the treadmill?
Can't quite tell yet. That's going to be a little close to tell, but I would hope so. Looks like they're lined up on top of it.
Well, on our field, the Mighty Minions were able to move. They are still working on just tapping that step counter. They're going step by step all the way into the blue, it looks like.
All right. We got a nice little platform here with Robo Roscoes as well. Nifty little attachment that we'll probably see them flip something with, ideally. Oh no, they're caught on the pull-up bar.
Got caught on that pull-up bar. Doggone it, it looks like they spilled all their bocce pieces. Oh, over here we got the Minions. Oh, I should have dropped my Minion hat. Doggone it, I'm going to put that one on. They're doing the same thing. They've got all of their bocce cubes, and they're releasing the robot. It's coming out of the launch area. It makes a turn. Oh, it dropped 2 of them, it looks like. Heading over to it.
Oh.
And it just spilled all of the bocce into the field. Looks like one of them might be out of the zone. Not sure if the yellow made it to that target zone. We'll see.
We'll see. Well, over here, Robo Roscoes were able to knock over their bench. They didn't quite get the backrest out, but they got their innovation model and some health loops over next to it.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah.
The Minions are now looking like they're going under the pull-up bar as well, maybe possibly heading over to the dance floor. making the turn. They are positioning on the deck. Whoop, they are spinning around, doing a little bounce. We got some dancers.
There we go.
All right, well, match 4. Good job, teams. Match 4, we have team 51-53, the Terminators.
We also got team 46003, the Robson Boys and Girls Club out of Phoenix.
Excellent. Well, let's give it to them then, right? Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, Lego. Looks like right out of the gate, we've got the Terminators that were going for the innovation project. I'm not sure if it made it all the way. I see the health loops are clearly not in the zone, but now they're going for the step counter.
Yeah. We got the Robson Boys and Girls Club over here as well, working on their step counter. Looks like they got it into the yellow.
Okay. It looks like our Terminators were able to get it all the way successfully into the blue. And now they're using their line sensor, and it might be heading over to the treadmill. Yep, it looks like the bot is going all the way. No, he's making a turn. Yeah, it is. It's going to the treadmill, and it's locked itself in. And it is spinning the treadmill. It'll be fun to see how that one comes up. Did they get it all the way to the dark green?
Oh, we'll have to wait and see. Over here, looks like they just missed their treadmill with their wheel not quite getting locked onto it. But we'll have to know for sure. Can't quite see where the arrow landed here. They got their innovation
Take a look
model.
at the Terminators real quick there. Notice what they've done. They got the rowing machine actually engaged all the way, and it looks like they've got the wheel in the target zone.
That's a great job done by them. We got Robson Boys and Girls Club. They're lining up for their bench now. Looks like they have a little attachment to pop it off the back as well.
The teams have 47 seconds now. Terminators went on underneath the pull-up bar. Oh, they made it all the way. They're going for the launcher, the bocce launcher. They just missed it. I don't know. They just released all of their bocce cubes into the field. And now they're using that line sensor. How are those Boys and Girls Club? It looks like they are setting up for a new attachment there.
This is probably going to be their final mission over to the dance pad, maybe. We get them to do the nice little wobble back and forth there.
There you go. Well, we got 6 seconds. I don't know if the Terminators are going to have enough time. There's 3 seconds, 2, 1, and that is the end. Oh, they didn't quite make it.
It's like they're going for a climb there.
Yeah, it did look like that. So match 5, we have team 41-110, Active Artivation.
We also got team 7560, Tomfooleries.
I want to hear you call this one out, Alex.
All right, let's get them started here in 3, 2, 1, Lego. Tomfooleries took a quick start here and have knocked over their bench ready and pushed out their innovation model and some health loops.
Oh, beautiful. Well, it looks like over here we have our active artivation. We're able to move the step counter all the way in. Oh, they may have got knocked out here, kind of discombobulated. They're a little crooked. Oh, they sure did. They had to actually grab it, so they have a interrupt control piece they had to pick up.
That's quite all right. Tomfooleries here are slowly getting their step counter in. Looks like they're taking a few extra seconds to make sure they got it all the way.
Excellent. Oh, we're going for the slide. And Artivation just missed getting that lower slide participant to go up the steps and out the slide. It looks like they got kind of hit on the slide of maybe their attachment. So you might want to realign that and see if they're going to try that one again. Looks like right now they're going to go for the innovation project to see if they can get it in the logo or maybe the gray area.
Tomfoolery's over here about to pass under the pull-up bar using their color sensor, and looks like they're going to take all their bocce cubes, dump them into the target zone. And it looks like they got the yellow in their target zone as well.
That looks like that dog is all excited about that, got it in the target zone.
Oh yeah. Maybe we'll see the dog dance along with the robot here.
That'd be nice. Oh, look at it. It's actually flapping, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
We got 45 seconds left. Artivation was trying to get into the treadmill. It looks like they didn't quite have it lined up all the way, so they had to actually interrupt the robot and grab it. They're setting up for a new mission. They've got 20 seconds left. They were able to knock the park bench down. And they have they tag teamed out. A new team member came in. They're lining it up. It looks like it's heading to the dance field. And they've got 10 seconds.
All right.
Here they go. Do we have a couple of dancers?
Looks like it.
Looks like we got 2 of them.
Tomfooleries are still doing the flapper, so.
Beautiful. All right. Well, match 6. Looks like we have team 51-55. That's PEDX.
We got team 47-207, team in motion. You want to get them started here?
I think I will. Thank you, Alex. We're going to call it out in 3, 2, 1. Lego.
All right.
It's like PEDX. Oh my gosh, look at this attachment PEDX has. They are huge. They were able to successfully knock down the park bench, put in the hopscotch pieces, put in their innovation project, and remove the backrest all in one motion. And now they grabbed the sliders on the slide and successfully brought them home.
Well, that's quite an attachment there. Team in motion here took off right to their bocce's target zone and dumped all their bocce cubes into it, and have now started on their step counter, slowly pushing that in.
Isn't it great? We get to see the kids in the background. They're excited about it. They're dancing themselves as the robot is successfully making those missions.
Oh yeah. Quite a nifty dance move they got there.
FedEx was able to. Did they actually? They looks like they went for the basket. They just missed it, but they're going all the way up to the high shot, and they've got the basketball goal set up on the high goal. I think they were able to successfully drop one bocce to the other field. I may have missed it.
Looks like they sent the blue one over. Team in motion here just finished their treadmill. Looks like, can't quite tell if it's in dark green or not, but they certainly got it almost all the way completed.
Oh, I don't know if you saw that from PEDX, but they took the launcher, the bocce launcher, lined it up, and it successfully took the yellow cube and it flipped it right into that target zone. And they grabbed the big tire and flipped it over.
Well, that's quite an impressive attachment there.
That is one monster machine.
Oh yeah.
That's not an easy task to flip that big tire over.
It certainly is not. We got a little difficulties over here where Team in Motion has to rebuild their innovation model, but they're getting it lined up for the bench, pushing the gray bench area now.
Looks like teams have 25 seconds to complete. We have PEDX that was able to get the step counter into the blue zone. They're using their line sensor, and it looks like what they're doing is moving that bot, that monster machine, and putting it on the treadmill. Oh, it's definitely tilted onto the treadmill and spinning away.
All right. Got about 5 seconds here. Close nearing the end of the match. Let's see if anyone can do something this.
Looks like time ran out on both of them at that end there. We'll see how match 7. We're going to have team 39093, the Couch Beaters, head-to-head with.
We got team at 32408, the Electrobots. All right.
Awesome. All right, here we go. And 3, 2, 1, Lego!
Right? We got Electrobots heading over to their step counter, and you can see a little light sensor there that they're using to make sure they're squared up.
Well, that's wonderful. The teams are really utilizing a lot of the sensors this year. I think that's wonderful to see. We had looked like the couch beaters actually beat the bocce field a little because they put all of their cubes into the target area.
Ooh, that's quite impressive. We got the Electrobots here still using that light sensor to now take their bocce cubes and dump them.
Whoa, look at them. There's got to be, what, 13 or so of them actually locked in there. Looks like that yellow just missed that small target zone in the middle, huh?
Yeah, well, they still got the launcher where they can get a second chance at it.
That'd be wonderful. Okay, it looks like we have the couch beaters going ahead and beating down the step counter. They're doing it step by step, and they're taking it all the way. I think looks like they made it all the way into the blue.
It certainly does look like that. Electrobots now just took the back of the bench out as well as knocked it down.
It'd be wonderful to see if they're going to try and get some of those hopscotch pieces in. That'd be amazing.
Oh,
Looks
yeah.
like the couch beaters are doing the same. They knocked down it. I don't think they've taken out the backrest. It looks like it's still locked in there.
Well, they might have another attachment for that. Electrobots just got their hopscotch or innovation model and maybe a couple health loops into their gray area. So looks like they got little strips of lightning flying out of their robot right now.
Oh, that's great.
Looking forward to see what that's going to do.
Well, we've got the couch beaters lining up, doing the same, getting the innovation project. It's a little tough to see from my angle, but I think they've also got some health units locked in on that gray target zone as well.
That's my impressive. Electrobots here are going to end this match dancing.
6 seconds left. I don't know if our couch beaters are going to beat the clock because they are done with their time. Just missed getting it in.
That was a close.
Okay. Match 8. It looks like we have DC Volts. That's team 42147.
We also got team 46735, the Shakespearean Pirates.
Love that name. Shakespearean Pirates and the DC Volts. Well, here we go in 3, 2, 1. Lego! And looks like we've got DC Volts doing all of the step counter in one nice smooth move.
Shakespearean Pirates here. They dumped all their bocce cubes into the target zone, but kind of dragged the target zone away with them.
Oh no, I'm not sure how that's going to score. We're going to have to talk to those referees about that. I know I want to make sure I make a call out. All those referees, sat there and observed everyone's matches and scored them for the teams. Thank you so much, referees. Looks like we have our DC Bolts were able to successfully knock down the park bench. We got the park bench down, and they took out the backrest, and now they're getting ready to do their next mission. Well, I've got someone else joining me. Come on in, Christine. Come on. I'm going to slip over here to the other field.
All right. Well, we got the Shakespearean Pirates here. They just put all their little bocce cubes in the hopscotch zone and have started taking off some people from the slide. So great to see you guys going at it now.
Well, excellent. We're going to just kind of continue bouncing around here, Alex. This is going to be fun. I think it looks like DC Bolts has a minute left. They are moving all the way down to, did you notice that? They got the small tire flipped over. It's clearly on the white zone. That's going to help them for their scores. Looks like what they're doing right now is working on their innovation project and maybe putting in a few of those health units as well.
Oh, yeah. Shakespearean Pirates here actually got one of the people off the slide and onto the tires, and they just got the row machine into the small zone.
Oh, my gosh. That has got to be the first, Alex. I have not seen one of those, the slide folks actually sitting on the tire. Oh, I just missed that. I'm going to have to watch that one closely again.
Yeah. And what they
Christina,
did,
you take a look here. Looks like you got a little dancing robot. I know you like
man,
robots.
you know what? I love robot dancing. When I see robots dancing, I gotta join in. So I'm gonna celebrate with you guys there, and I'm gonna do the robot dance along with you guys. Congratulations on your replay season. Oh yeah, there we go.
Looked like possibly that bocce field may have messed up your team's final dance there, Alex. I don't know.
It might have. We'll have to wait for the refs to call that one.
Well, Coach, you want to call out? We got Team 51-500. Who's that?
That was the all-girls Big Bang. Oh yeah, let's hear it for the ladies of the Big Bang. And welcome to a team that has been around as long as I can remember at Arizona First Lego League. That's the Lugnuts. Consistently strong, amazing team. Can't wait to see what they came up with their matches this year. Can't wait to see it.
So here we go. Let's see it.
There you go. 3, 2, 1, Lego!
All right, it looks like we've got the all-girls Big Bang are going for the rowing machine. They're pulling that tire back. They did it. Doesn't look like it's all the way in the target zone. You know, it might be.
Might be. Boy, that's tough. That requires a lot of precision in that because of
I think it is. Looking at that view, it's in their target zone. What's happening with the Lugnuts?
Well, it looks like the Lugnuts maneuvered their way back into base there. They were up in the far corner. Looks like they had accomplished one of those missions, possibly that basketball mission.
I think it is.
That looks like that's all the way up.
That goal, I didn't see. Alex, did you see? Did they score in that basketball? Did they make a hoop? I want to see a three-pointer maybe.
Yeah.
I can't quite tell, but I think they did put a cube in right before they started lifting it.
Nice. Looks like the all-girls are working, maybe heading to the step counter. They're on that side. Okay, they're hitting that step counter.
Oh, nice. Nice work on that step counter. Lugnuts showcasing, so they consistently have this amazing robot that is what we call modular, where they have the ability to switch things out very, very quickly on that robot without having to make too many modifications to the robot. That's been a signature of their team for the last couple of years, and it looks like they're making good use of it again this year.
Looks like they put a new module right on the top there, didn't they? So.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like he dropped some of the bocce cubes. That might take away some time from them. Alex, is that what they're heading to next?
It certainly looks like it. They'll probably pass under the pull-up bar based on where they're looking to go.
How's our girls Big Bang doing there?
Well, it looks like they just completed a mission. They're now back in their base, reconfiguring the robot as we get ready to head into those final 30 seconds of this match.
Well, they're going for that park bench.
There we go.
They just put hopscotch pieces
Very
in.
nice. Yeah, playing that hopscotch on that park bench there.
Lugnuts went under. Oh, I think they played some bocce before.
I think they did. Yeah, it sure does. Looks like they unloaded a few cubes in there.
14 seconds. What'd they do? Pulled themselves up.
Wow, that is impressive to be able to see that robot pull itself completely up. Looks like our ladies have also played some bocce. And they have moved on to the dance floor. They got, looks like time ran out before they had a chance to show us their signature moves, maybe in our next match.
Right. Over here, I guess we got match 10 going on with team 8172, the Golden Eagles.
Oh, they're going up against our team there. Team 38-6. That is beep, 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 patrol. All right, here we go. And
3, 2, 1,
Lego!
Lego! All right, here we go. Wow, right out of the gate, it looks like Beat Patrol has moved down that park bench.
Doesn't look like they got that back out. They clearly were trying to put some of the cubes into the hopscotch. I think it may have actually overshot it a little bit. This is an interesting field. We're going to have to kind of go on our side here to see this one.
Oh, yeah. This little sideways view. It looks like they pushed their step counter all the way into the blue while they're at it. And
Okay.
Nice. Oh, there we go.
I
Looks
run
like
the
Speed
step
Patrol is
counter
working
again.
on their step counter.
It is in yellow. Oh, it made it all the way to the blue.
Very nicely
Nice job,
done.
Beat
Nice
Patrol.
job, Speed Patrol.
Alright.
How
So
about
over
our
here-
Gold Eagles there? They are moving across the field. Looks like,
They dumped their innovation model off.
Very
and
nice.
that would be in the replay logo. Of course, that's perfectly legal. Many teams are putting it in the gray area,
Mhm.
but they can also put it in the replay logo.
And boy, have we heard some amazing projects coming out from teams this year. I had the opportunity to listen to some of those innovation
Really?
projects, and wow, they have come up with some great ideas. So it's really cool to see them represented in Lego form.
You know, that's what Lego makes Lego and this first Lego League so amazing.
Yeah.
Is the kids can actually get out and really just show their creativity. Look at this Beat Patrol. There they are spinning that wheel. I'm not sure if it actually made contact, but it's so cool that they have that front wheel attachment, Alex.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right, Golden Eagles
Yeah.
return back to base.
Yeah, they just got the bench down and took out the backrest with it.
Ooh, tricky maneuver. Nicely done.
Oh yeah. We got
So big attachment going on Beat Patrol's robot.
Wow, looks like they're probably going to be lowering that onto the slide with the large attachments we've seen previously.
And you can see how it can really hinder the time it takes. You know, if teams have to really struggle to get those things attachments in, this is taking over 15 seconds, and of course that's huge. We only have 4 seconds left. Are they going to make it into their dance area? Oh, it looks
Not
like
quite.
time ran out on both of them. Doggone it. We'll see them in the next 2 matches, though.
There we go. That's why we get 3 matches. We want to make sure that we have the chance. Because sometimes robots have a little bit of stage fright, and 3 matches gives them a chance to really shine and show off their true potential there. All right, here we go. So match 11. Make some noise for team 7619. That is the Nudbirds.
All right. We also got team 40-22-2, the ELC Bionic Stars.
Bionic Stars and the Nudbirds.
All right.
Well, let's hear about in 3,
3,
2,
2, 1.
1.
Lego.
Lego. All
All right,
right.
here we go. We kind of got a bird's eye view of the field. There we go. There's the Nudbirds. Look like they're working on that step counter as well. Slow and steady is the key with that. If you overdo it, then it doesn't score the way it's supposed to.
Bionic
Yeah.
Stars, Alex, I think he clearly knocked down that park bench, and he got the back to
Oh, yeah.
base.
Looks like he's lining it all up with his eyes. So,
Oh, there we go. So the Nudbirds have successfully moved that rowing machine, and just kind of at first glance there, it looks like that circle was completely scored into that target area there. That is a tricky maneuver. But they made it look easy.
Got a robot that clearly can play the game, and that's what this is all about this year, is being a game changer in FLL replay.
it certainly is. We have the Bionic Stars here getting ready to take their bocce cubes over to the target zone now.
Okay, let's watch it. It's going all the way in. It's heading to zone. Oh,
Ooh.
that's interesting. I did notice they may have had an extra yellow cube on that one. That's, if you remember, they're supposed to have a yellow cube on their launcher, isn't it?
There's supposed to be 1 yellow cube on the launcher, but
It's clearly, I see a green one there. Nice job on that bot being lined up. Oh, did you notice how he snuck under that pull-up bar and
Oh,
right back to
Both
base.
sides,
Oh,
both
yeah.
sides, like one right after the other, stuck under that pull-up bar. Very nicely done on that one. Okay,
It's
looks
like
like we've got the innovation project coming into play.
oh yeah.
Does he have any of the health units with this, or is it just the innovation project for the Bionic Stars?
I don't see any health units, and I also don't see any in his base either. So it's almost like they forgot to put those there in the base.
Okay. Oh, he's clearly doing some dances.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
There you go.
I gotta dance with the robots. I gotta dance with the robots. I gotta dance with the robots.
Well, we've got 8 seconds. I don't know. Is the Newberts going to have time? Oh, it looks like they scored one of the bocces on the other field, got themselves
Yeah.
into position, but didn't have a chance to actually start the repetitive mode for the dance. Well, on match 12, we're going to have to see team number 6104. This is the Virtus Conquerors.
The Conquerors.
Nice.
Very nice. And what a great motto for all of the craziness that happened this year. Let's hear it for It's Gonna Be Okay.
That's right, Team 46032. It is going to be okay.
Gonna be okay.
And you know what? These teams have made it okay as they've navigated through this replay season.
I think it's better than okay. Teams seriously continue to amaze me and completely blow my mind with the way that they're able to stay connected, with the way that they're able to still reach out to their community. Completely unbelievable that these guys are able to do that.
You know what? We gotta learn to listen to our kids, because the kids know how to do it. They know how to play. We get all of our adults to follow suit. Well, let's call this one, Alex. So let's hear it.
All right. Let's get him started in 3, 2, 1. Lego.
Lego!
Right.
All right, Meredith Conquerors look like they got their park bench down in the first 5 seconds of the match. Came out of the gate just ready to score points.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be okay. Took their bocce cubes all the way over to the target zone and got a yellow one into the small target area.
Oh yeah, they sure did. Notice that, Christine? Look at that. That yellow is sitting right in that small target zone. That doubles that score.
Very cool.
And it looks like they went ahead and said, okay, I'll go ahead and put down the park bench then.
There you go. On their way back.
Yeah.
All right, here come the Conquerors. Looks like they're working their way over to kind of that cooperation mission. There we go. Looks like they would have, had there been another table on the other side, looks like they actually released the block over to the other side of that table.
Oh, we did the same with it. It's going to be okay. They both took the blue down. In fact, that's how that mission would have actually scored, is how it actually was planned to go, is blue on one side, hopefully blue on the other, and they would have doubled up their scores, both teams.
Certainly. After doing that, it's going to be okay. It went right to the step counter, too. We
Well,
got
that
that
was-
all the way into blue.
Excellent.
Nicely
job.
done.
Oh, it looks like we've got a rowing machine being moved,
Nice.
and it looks to be in the target zone.
Very nicely done. Oh, looks like they're lining up for another mission.
The treadmill.
Ah, the treadmill. Gonna take your robot
it
for a ride.
got spun off of that treadmill. One of the things I've noticed so much, what they'll do is they put one wheel on it in between, because there's 2 free spinning rollers. They get that one wheel on it, they'll have that motor spinning, and it moves the counter all the way up to, ideally, into what they call the dark green zone.
Nice. Very nice. Gotta make the most of your robot mileage. 30 seconds left. Those robots are doing exactly what a lot of us have been doing, which is figure out ways to stay fit while we're stuck at home. And these teams are demonstrating that just in spectacular fashion.
Oh, beautiful. Alex, what happened there? It looked like they were playing with the slide.
Yeah. It's going to be okay. It helped 2 people off the slide and brought them both back to the base.
Now they get a chance to take those people to another part of the field, don't they?
They sure can. They can actually take those people. If they have one at the base, that does score them. But if they get the opportunity and can actually place one of the children on the tire itself, on that tire, it can score big.
Very
We saw
cool.
one team do that. It's going to be interesting as we continue watching the rest of the matches.
Awesome. I think that's the end of round 1, if I'm not mistaken on this. Sir.
Ooh, we have we already gone through 12 matches? That's been amazing.
Yeah, we have. Now I know those judges are working really hard to decide who's coming home with some hardware today. So that's going to be coming up here after our robot play. Is we are going to get a chance to recognize all the hard work of those amazing teams.
Well, we're going to get started here on match 13, but I've got to change my hat because we are playing some games. So I'm going to grab something else here. Let's see.
Ah, that hat is infamous.
Oh no.
All right, the kids know the hat, so gotta have it on.
It's kind of true.
We got the squid hat. We're ready to
All
play
right.
some games.
I like this one because this one, I think this one does jumping jacks. So we're gonna have this one do some jumping.
All right, so let's see, match 13, round 2 we're starting here, and it's 4-0-2-2-2 ELC Bionic Stars.
Bionic Stars, all right. And welcome also to Team 46003, the Robinson Boys and Girls Club of Phoenix. Make some noise and clap your hands.
Woohoo! Alex, and I'm a little, I apologize, we're not together, so I could actually share some hats out with you.
Oh, I'm sure I'll get some
There are
hats
hats
later on.
everywhere.
All right, well, let's hear this one go in 3, 2,
2,
1.
1.
Lego!
Oh, the Bionic Stars came out of the gate. They were running room. They were able to successfully knock down the park bench, and it looks like he's going for the backrest.
It looks like the Boys and Girls Club is working on that step counter, slow and steady on that one. I can't tell if they got it all the way over into the highest scoring position there, but it looks pretty good.
Okay, we are lining up for the cooperation mission. The Bionic Stars, carefully lining up. He has that attachment going on the front. Oh, he
Nice.
just hit the one blue, and it went flying onto the other field.
It went flying, very nice. I hope some team somewhere gets to catch that and celebrate. I'm gonna celebrate with that one.
Alex, what's going on with our Boys and Girls Club?
Robinson Boys and Girls Club just took off and tried to line up for the treadmill, just missing it. So they'll probably try again here.
We've seen that where a lot of teams will use almost, in fact, Bionic Stars doing this. It's this dead reckoning, or where they're actually trying to line up carefully that robot. And of course, if it's slightly off, that can be a big difference 8 feet down the field there where it's trying to do it. Looks like Bionic Stars are actually going to go up. They lined up for the bocce mission.
Yeah.
And he just put in
Very
about
nice.
12, 13 of those things right into the
I
middle of
saw
it.
one of those multiplier yellow cubes in there. I can't tell where it ended up in that mission there, and if they managed to get that double multiplier for that yellow cube.
Oh yeah. Well, we got the Robinson Boys and Girls here still working on finding their correct program to take their innovation model into the replay logo, it looks like.
Oh, it is out there. I'm not sure if it actually is fully in the... Does it have to be fully in, Alex, or how's that work?
Just has to be touching the replay logo. So looks like they're just covering over the very bottom edge of it. So that probably counts right there.
Well,
Very cool.
excellent. And of course, it looks like Bionic Stars are doing the same. Put it in the gray zone, and he is.
Oh, he's doing the happy dance.
He's spinning around. There's some bouncing around. Yep. Let's count that one.
Doing a robot dance.
All right.
Robot dance.
How about we got some back and forth motion going with the Boys Club, so
Yeah.
Boys and Girls Club were able to successfully dance as well.
Very nice. 8 teams, we miss dancing with you so bad. One of the things that I love about the state championship is our impromptu dance parties at the end of the day there. Hopefully next year. And if you're hearing the sound of my voice, stop everything, take a dance break. That keeps with our gameplay and everything, our theme of getting active and staying active and everything. I'm right there with you guys.
That's it. Well, who's coming up on match 14?
Looks like we've got team 46735, the Shakespearean Pirates. Oh, I left my sword in the car. I have to go get my sword for these guys next. Who's on the other side there?
We got team 51-55 PedX over here on the other table.
Excellent. So we have PedX and Shakespearean Pirates in 3,
3,
2, 1.
One.
Lego!
Lego. Right. We've seen
PedX
this.
was able to knock the bark bench down. It looks like they definitely got the backrest out, and it looks like all in one motion. They put in 4 hopscotch cubes.
Very
as well.
nice. I saw some happy dancing going on those drivers on the Pirates side. They offloaded a bunch of bocce cubes, and just at first glance, it looked like that yellow cube might be pretty close to that scoring position.
Notice they also put the red one, just the red one, into the other field. That's definitely one of the goals for the missions. It looks like they're doing what? They got the park bench down and the back out all at once.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that is an impressive machine on the FedEx side there. That thing looks like it does it all.
Notice it. Alex, what's that? You got one bocce out, and what's it going for now?
Yeah. Got one
looks like they're gonna
bocce
play some.
over, and it's going to be lifting that basketball hoop all the way to the top. Can't quite see if they put a cube in it, though.
Impressive.
Yeah,
I would guess with that machine, of what I've seen, they put one in it.
I would certainly agree with you there.
We got a nice maneuver on the step counter machine over by the Pirates there. It looks like it's pushed all the way out into that position there. I can't read what its position is.
So it starts off that magenta, and then it goes into a yellow, and then blue. And that blue is very, very small. And so they have to push it all the way in to get it into that blue zone. That's amazing.
There we go. The Pirates have made use of that rowing machine there, and it looks like they moved that circle. Not sure if that's fully in that circle or not, but it does look like they've gone boating.
But look at the Pirates dancing in the background, jumping up and down. That
That's what I like
treadmill
to see.
definitely had to have been turned to the dark green.
That's what I like to see. A lot of that celebration still happening.
For certain. We got FedEx over here. They flipped over that tire. They also did the weight machine and are now working on their step counter. They've
Now,
been
Alex,
quite
would you
busy.
get the black tire or that smaller tire?
It looks like they got the black tire, and that's completely into the target circle.
That is such a hard thing to do. Those tires are not little.
I see some dancing. I see some robot dancing. So we're doing some robot dancing over on the Pirates side. I gotta join in. Congratulations, nice job. That's gotta be a pretty high scoring match there. Match 14. Wow.
Well, it looks like for match 15, we have 3086. That's beep, beep, beep patrol.
Beep, 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 beep.
They're going up head to head against 5151, the cyclists.
The cyclists shared with us earlier today about their idea for getting seniors to do a virtual tour de Tucson on a bike. To keep them fit.
It's amazing. So that's wonderful. So, Alex, are we ready to call this one?
I think we are.
Let's hear it. And
Yeah,
3,
2,
2,
1.
1.
Lego!
oh,
Wow. So it looks like both teams have knocked over that park bench, and there was a eruption of cubes trying to get into that hopscotch area. You can't tell how many of those scored, but that looked like that was a pretty successful mission for both teams right off the gate there. Beat Patrol heading over to that step counter,
Oh, yeah.
working to get that into its highest scoring position.
You can see it getting caught as well, so they were just slow
cyclists
down a
that
little
up there
bit.
on top.
Oh, it looks like we've got a line sensor that's been activated over on the cyclist side.
Well, you know what? I think they've got a cube going for the basketball goal. They're backing up, moving forward. Notice that green one.
Whoa.
And it just scored. I saw it from the side
Nice
there. It
flip
actually
on
went
that
in.
one.
Looks like it went into, they've got it scored into the crate, and then it's at the middle goal.
Very nice.
So there's a middle goal and a high goal. And so it actually doubles their score if they can get that crate all the way up to the high
Wow.
goal.
Impressive. All right, here comes Beat Patrol. They're taking their robot for a run. It's Take Your Robot for a Run Day. Making sure their robot gets the exercise as well.
Looks like they were able to get about halfway as well. Just backing off at the end there. So,
Alex, I think they're putting on a new attachment. Looks like it's
Yeah.
almost got some pegs to line up on the cyclist there.
Oh,
Kids are working so well together. Notice how one is actually working on the back of the attachment, the other one's putting it. That thing, they look like a pit crew at NASCAR.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, Beat Patrol makes a running lunge for that cooperation mission there. It looks like they managed to get the blue cube over to the other side of the field. Just about 15 seconds left in this match. If you're gonna dance, might be time to start thinking about that one.
Now, Alex, I want you to watch carefully because I remember what happened on this first one. This was a team that pulled itself up.
yeah.
Looks like something happened. They may have just hit the side of that pull-up bar and missed the opportunity to pull themselves up.
Wow, amazing bots on both those teams.
Yeah, great to see. Well, match 16, it looks like we have team 42-147. That's DC Bolts.
DC Bolts. Let's get electric.
And let's get electric because they're going up head-to-head against team 8172, the
Golden Eagles. All right, let's count it down. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, let go! Gold Eagles right away, heading for that step counter.
Clearly put it all the way into that blue zone. It ended up, it basically has to get pushed all the way to that back.
Looks
Like
like
you say, if you push it too hard, it locks yourself up and it doesn't move.
the DC Bolts also went for that step counter right away. That's a smart move because that's a straight line coming right out of their starting position there. A quick way to put some points on the board right away.
certainly is. DC Volts also took this time to knock over the bench as well as take the backrest out.
Wow.
Looks like those Gold Eagles just missed placing their innovation model in the replay logo, and it's maybe stuck in their attachment there.
But they did manage to cruise under that chin-up bar.
They did.
It looks like they're going for the slide there.
Oh,
It
cool.
may have been, that innovation model may have hindered getting that slide member to come all the way up.
Looks like we have the tires flipped over by the DC Volts team. The blue tire is kind of off in the middle of that line follower path there, and it looks like that other tire could have been flipped over. That needs to be white side up for it to
Yeah,
score
so
points,
what
right?
happens is you have both tires there, and if they start on the green side, and if they can flip them up, I don't know that we've seen both tires flip. That's wonderful that they gave the opportunity to try both tires. That's
Yeah.
excellent.
All right, here come the DC Bolts. Looks like they're gonna go doing some robot dancing. Oh yeah, robot dance.
It's going to be interesting to see
Back
because
and
they've got 25 seconds. Can their controllers stay over that dance field in the next 20 seconds?
Back and forth, back and forth. It's got some moves.
What's happening down there, Alex, on that other field?
Gold Eagles are trying to knock over the bench, but looks like the robot's getting caught on something.
And that is the end of match 16.
Nice job. Congratulations, teams.
Well, who do we have in match 17, Alex?
Well, we got team 51-53, the Terminators. And
And team 47-207, team in motion.
right.
Right. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, let go!
Terminators looks like they got their attachment. Their attachment didn't quite make it for the bench model, so they weren't able to knock that down. But plenty of time left. Maybe they'll try to go for it again. How's Team in Motion doing down there?
Well, it looks like Team in Motion is heading down to the step counter. Notice that robot came out really quick, and then right before it hit the step counter, slowed down, and it's using it. Oh, it looks like the attachment just moved. Now, I would say, looking at it, it's definitely in the yellow zone. Maybe not. He's going to try it again. and they're lining it up again. And notice how it's going real slow, and now it's going to be in contact with it. Yep, and it's moving it on in the rest of the way.
Looks like we've got a good use of sensors up on the Turninator's side there. You can notice, you can tell when a team is using sensors because they'll push themselves up against the wall and they'll pivot the robot and then use that again to keep the robot in alignment as opposed to just using some of that dead reckoning.
You know, it's hard to see in the video on the Turnators, but I would say that they actually manipulated the weight machine and locked it into position.
Yeah.
It's right on the corner of our video feed here. I'm not sure, but I'm guessing it made it. Now, as the robot actually comes back into what they call the launch area, the teams are not supposed to interact with the robot unless it is fully within that launch area, which is that arc described by that black mark you see right there by the first Lego League symbol. Looks like we have Turnators going under the pull-up bar.
Very nice.
Maybe, they hit the target zone.
Oh, nice.
Notice how they released that bocce, moved it, and that actually lines itself up perfectly so that one cube actually falls into that small target zone. The real plus.
That takes a lot of precision. Nice job, Turnators.
Got Team in Motion just pushed their innovation model and some health loops over into the gray area at the bench.
Very nice.
6 seconds. Are they going to make it into the dance area? They are moving fast.
Moving that way. Oh, yeah. Dance with your robot. Dance
right
with
away,
your robot.
Well, I don't think we're going to see any technical difficulties,
No
but we're
way.
going to see 6639 technical difficulties on the field.
They totally got this. They're joined by Team 50, 776, the Way Bright Fitbots.
All right, let's see. Match 18 in 3,
3,
2, 1.
1.
Lego.
Lego.
Fitbots are going right off to the start. They're heading into that bocce field. They dumped a bunch of the bocce, and they went to release the one bocce onto the other field. Clearly, the red one came in.
Very cool. Here come technical difficulties. Now, what I love is their shirt almost exactly matches those bocce cubes. And I don't know if they realize that or not, but they're that trademark, you don't see that as much anymore, but kind of that, it's not working, but it actually matches bocce cubes.
That's
It's
so
pretty cool.
Looks like they went for the park bench, if I'm not mistaken, knocked it down. I'm not certain if they took out the backrest. It looks like they may have, and they're going for the step counter now.
Oh, nice maneuvering there on the step counter. See, the driver is kind of rocking out with their robot there, getting their steps in, and their robot's getting theirs.
We got Way Bright heading all the way down to the far end of the field, and they're going to be working on the row machine, and just missed it, but still got plenty of time left.
Okay, notice how their partner is actually helping them out with the alignment of the FLL bot there, and that's perfectly legal. And this is one of the reasons why teams actually have two drivers, or we can say engineers, working their robot. It actually is going for the treadmill. Looks like it was just slightly off. Maybe they're going to go ahead and try another run on it. What's happening with Way Bright?
We got Way Bright down here. Looks like they're going to be taking another shot at maybe the treadmill or the step counter.
Yeah, it looks like they're working with that step counter. You can tell because it's kind of going in and then out again, in and then out again, trying to get those steps into the correct position, get the right amount of pressure on that.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties cruising under that pull-up bar.
Well, we have some technical difficulties, possibly with the Fulbright or Way Bright Fitbots, because it may have gotten stuck on the pull-up bar, and it looks like it's doing a little dance under the pull-up bar.
Technical difficulties had quite the dance going with their robot at the end there to score those extra points on the dance floor there. Very nicely done.
Good job, teams. Well, who's coming up in match 19?
It's Team 6104, the Veritas Conquerors.
We also got team 39093 over here, the Couch Beaters.
Hey, their team numbers the same forward and backward.
That's it.
That's way cool.
All right, here we go. In 3,
3, 2, 1, let go!
Oh, look at the kids just dancing over here on
There
the
you
bottom.
go.
They are on it. They are couch beating, and they have scored into the bocce. And real quickly, that bot is right back in base where they can change their attachments.
Some quality hats being represented by the Veritas Conquerors, showing some team spirit, even though things are a little different this year. Looks like they're working on that step counter, and they are happy with how that robot has performed.
Yep. We have Couch Beaters here helping people down the slide now.
Looks like did they bring one of the members all the way back into the home base?
Yes, they did. They were able to get one person down and back in base.
That's excellent to see. And it looks like the Conquerors are conquering another mission. They are lining up. Possibly, I'm guessing, looking at it, that they are going all the way using that line follower. Notice that sensor, that bot's moving back and forth. Is it going to take itself all the way over to the treadmill? Yeah,
Oh, it's changing course. Looks like they might be going for that.
Oh, it's going for the rowing machine.
The rowing machine instead.
Yeah, the rowing machine is pulling itself back and clearly put that one into
Very
the
nice.
target circle. And
Oh, looks
now
like now
they're
they're gonna
going for the rowing machine. Didn't
Oh,
quite
it didn't quite make it to the
itself in.
treadmill. Yeah, it didn't quite make it to the treadmill.
I'm sorry, the treadmill. On that one. We've got a new attachment going on. What's happening with our couch beaters?
Couch Beaters here, well, they finished the step counter and they were able to knock over their bench, so they're moving along quite well here, getting lined up with their innovation model now.
Way cool.
Teams actually had the opportunity this year to, and this is the second year they've done this, where they were able to build their own project, and actually that innovation project was designed to kind of emulate or something about the project that they were working on as a team.
There we go. Veritas cruising under that chin-up bar. I do see a bit of yellow in there in that set of bocce cues that they delivered to the pit there. Hard to say whether or not that's actually in that circle or not, but they got quite the delivery that they just made for that.
I think it looks like fair to say I'm not going to play bocce against them.
No way.
All right.
Great job, teams.
Great job on that one. And now we're ready for match 20. This is the 7619 Nugbirds.
Nugbirds. And they're joined by team 41110 active Artivation.
Artivation in 3, 2, 1,
let go.
We got Artivation taking off right in the beginning. Looks like it was doing a line following, and it may have missed the line because it spun along that white arc. But it looks like Nugbirds are able to use that line sensor. They were able to quickly score into the step counter, and now they're backing themselves up, lining up for the treadmill. Notice they zoomed right in and spun that treadmill. Looks like that pointer was on the yellow.
Oh, it looked like he was on dark green to me.
Was it, Alex? Great call.
Nice maneuver on that rowing machine, too.
And you notice how they put that right on into the target zone as well.
Looks like Artimation is working on that step counter.
They might. Looks like that's in the yellow at least. Can't quite tell if it's in the blue though.
All right, Nugbirds were going for the backrest off of the park bench. They clearly knocked the park bench down. Looks like that backrest might be still attached to that one side on the far part of the park bench.
We got active Artivation here lining up for their attempt at the bench now. Oh. They're actually going for the slide here. Using a little elevator to try and get...
Looks like They took out the slide.
Oh, man.
But they definitely got one member of the slide down the slide and on the field.
Looks like we've got the Nugbirds working on getting that
They made a
basketball.
basket.
They made a
Scores.
basket. Very nice. Didn't quite elevate the hoop where they wanted it, but boy, that takes some serious precision to be able to do that. That's something to be proud of right there. Nice job.
That's a small little crate that they've got to get that cube into, and it's got to be lined up perfectly on that one. So they've got an attachment on the front, kind of looks like a pointer. I'm guessing they're going to be going for that bocce, that cooperation bocce, and see if they can get it over onto their partner's field. 7 seconds left. I'm not sure if they're going to have time to get that and the dance done. We're going to see. They got it in. 1 second, just missed onto the dance field. But how about that other field? Did they get dancing?
Active Artivation were able to start dancing at the end.
Beautiful. Nice to see.
Yeah.
Well, who's coming up on match 21?
Match 21, we got Team 44386, the Mighty Minions.
They're going up head-to-head against our girls from Big Bang. That's 51,500.
Very nice.
All right, so let's see if we can't get some bang, a bang up show.
Bang for our buck here.
Yeah, bang for our buck and get some scores going with the Minions and
The Mighty
Big
Mighty
Bang.
Minions.
In 3, 2, 1,
Lego!
Girls and Big Bang are using our line sensor coming all the way down. Looks like they're going in first into that rowing machine. They're moving their attachment up, grabbing the ball or that wheel, and pulled up the rowing machine.
Nice.
Placed it in the right orientation.
Mighty Mighty Minions looked like they knocked over the park bench. They were making an attempt to pull that back rest off, but it looks like the robot may have dropped that onto the field.
Did it come all the way out of the park bench? Because if it's out, that scores them. That's a great job. Oh, we got a weight machine. The all-girls team was able to successfully lift. Oh, it didn't. Alex, did you see? Does that lock or not? Because that's a tough one. That actual has to be pushed all the way down into an orientation that then locks it in position.
Well, with that heavy weight on that far side, it would probably be touching the table if it weren't locked in. So I'd imagine they were able to lock it.
Very cool.
Excellent. Great job.
Looks like the Mighty Minions have successfully activated that step counter there. I can't tell what zone it's in, but it did take a lot of time, and it looks like a good portion of that is out on that left-hand side there.
Well, the all-girls team, Big Bang, has definitely moved their step counter into the blue zone, which is all the way in. And like you said, it pushes that step piece all the way out of the backside of the mission model.
We got those Mighty Minions now taking their turn at the bocce cubes.
Oh man, they're excited about that. Look at the load of cubes that they managed to unload for that one. Hard to tell the difference between the green and the yellow, but potential for some big points on that mission right there.
I think we have the girls from Big Bang are actually lining up to place the hopscotch pieces in that successful spot, which is a small area in the park bench itself. We haven't seen that all day long. With all the teams, just a very few select teams are actually getting that mission completed.
For certain. And we got the Minions here. They're gonna end theirs with dancing here on the dance pad.
And the same with the all-girls team.
Oh,
they are spinning onto the dance floor as well. And it looks like we have two teams dancing at the end on match 21. Good job, teams.
Right. Let's take this into our match 22 with team 4723, the Robo Roscoes.
Nice. So Robo Roscoe's going up against team 32408 Electrobots. In 3,
2, 1, Lego!
go.
All right. Robo Roscoes have activated their line sensor program. You can tell because of how slow it's moving and everything. You can tell it found it and it's working its way forward. Slowly but surely working on that step counter.
And that's kind of the same thing we have going on the bottom of this field is the Electrobots are moving their step counter, moved it all the way into the blue zone.
Oh yeah, they got their light sensors, it looks like, to help them maneuver under the pull-up bar as well.
Nice delivery of those bocce cubes.
I love the video of this one. I'm able to clearly see the bocce is, they've got about 12 of them, it looks like, into the bocce field. Did not get the yellow one in that smaller target zone, but clearly that still scores in the full field.
Well, we can see Robo Roscoe's now taking their turn at the bocce cubes as well.
Nice delivery there. Working their way back. A little bit more open space on this field than some of the ones that we've seen in the past. There's a clear path to each of those missions if the teams choose to take them using that line follower.
Notice this year that a lot of the teams are utilizing their light sensor to help them navigate this field. It's a beautiful field with all those different colors and just the things that the kids are playing with. It's nice to see them out there on that beautiful replay field. Looks like what we have is going for the innovation project. They've got the innovation project lined up in there. Down on our bottom field over
Looks
here.
like Electrobots are getting lined up for their next mission, their next launch here. Just about 30 seconds left in this match.
Excellent job. Electrobots they're kind of sitting back. I mean, they may be at their last mission and waiting because they have to truly be bouncing or doing their repetitive motion on the dance field. And sometimes the bots will actually drift away from it, so they wait towards just about the end of the match to go ahead and do it.
There we go. They're making that move to the dance floor. Looks like they may be going for that co-opetition piece right before their dance. They got 3. We got some dancing by the Robo Roscoe's there. Made a complete turn just as time expired on that one.
Excellent. Great job. Nice to see on match 22. On match 23, we've got the team 3672. Those be the Catholic Master Builders. They sure been around, and it's going to be okay.
It's gonna be okay!
Remember, it's going to be okay. Team 46032.
Right. Get them started here then in 3, 2, 1. Lego!
Catholic Master Builders are going for that step counter right away. Pushed it all the way in. It's clearly in. And now it looks like they are going for, lining up on the back, going for...
Possibly that treadmill. They might be manipulating the treadmill, but the bot might be blocking that.
Or did it actually send down you know what it did? I think it actually sent down, I can't see the front of it, but it looked like it did the treadmill, like you said, and at the same time, pulled the rowing machine back.
Wow.
And it's gone for the weight machine, locked it into position. What's happening on our other field there, Alex?
It's Gonna Be Okay has been busy. They started off with a fast move to the bocce cubes and then completed everything for the bench as well.
Yeah, you can clearly see some of those cubes in that hopscotch arena there for the It's Gonna Be Okay team. Nice job.
And did you notice that they did that cooperation? They took out that blue piece and passed it over to the other field. The red one is still on the zone, and that was the goal of that mission. And they are going down and actually scoring the step counter. I love how they are linking these programs together where the kids aren't having to actually change the programs in the middle of the missions. It sure saves them a lot of time. Catholic Master Builders are moving. Oh, they're having to grab it. That actually is an interrupt where they have to actually grab the robot in the middle of the mission. Sometimes actually teams plan it that way because it's a
sacrifice the points.
Sacrifice those few points because they get more time to actually work with that bot back in the base.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful example of another one of those modular robots by the Catholic Master Builders there. You can tell that the main shape of the robot stays the same, but then all they're doing is swapping out kind of those main attachments. They can do that very quickly without needing to worry about like little connectors and things.
Well, they just scored a basket, and now they are lifting up that goal. It's up to the middle. It's at the middle goal. That's an excellent job. Notice how it actually scored the basket. It says, hey, I scored it. Now let's lift it.
15 seconds left in this match. Robots thinking about striking their dance moves there. We've got the it's going to be okay, kind of making a back and forward motion, kind of doing the electric slide back and forth in that dance move there. Catholic Master Builders, scrambling at the last second.
Just didn't get it done. Hey, we're playing a little tomfooleries. Or is that who's our next match?
That's who's up next.
We got team 7560,
Tomfooleries.
And this is an awful small team number, Team 3. And every year we see that. And this is a powerhouse team, the Lugnuts.
All right.
All right, let's launch this match in 3, 2, 1, let go!
Coming out of the gate, it looks like the Lugnuts were able to knock down their park bench. I couldn't really tell from this view. And of course, for our audience to hear and everything, after teams scoring and everything, they actually zoomed in on all the missions so the referees could actually look at how the field was scored
That
at
final
the end
mission.
of it.
So many of these missions really depend on kind of the final state of the mission itself, but a lot of them do have requirements on how that mission gets carried out.
What's happening up on our top field there?
Tomfooleries have just activated their step counter. It looks like that could be in that full position there.
And the Lugnuts, Alex, what do they got going on this one?
Lugnuts have been busy. They lifted the basketball hoop all the way up to the top and have now working on getting the people off the slide. Looks like their attachment didn't quite make it, as it involves just gravity to not pull itself down. So,
well, that's a great idea because, like it said, is it has to fit within that launch area. So if it extends out, where they could have had it extending out, but the problem is then that mission would be null and void. So by actually hitting the slide with the robot, it just gave that nudge enough bump that it actually brought that piece over so it could grab the sliders.
Tomfoolery is maneuvering under that chin-up bar and delivering a hefty load of those bocce cubes. That could potentially be a yellow in that smaller circle, doubling those points.
This sounds great.
We haven't seen this attachment before with the Lugnuts here. It looks like a weight they dropped off the edge of the table.
Oh, are you serious,
Yeah,
Alex?
go.
So this weight is dropping and probably spinning a wheel to actually spin the treadmill.
Wow.
Great idea. Love the creativity of these teams.
We got some serious dance moves happening over here. Looks like Tomfooleries are just gonna kind of hang out and rock out. Looks like we've got some pets joining in the fun.
And look at that, they're actually dancing themselves as that thing is flapping on the field. And what happened, Alex, on that? Is that what I
They
think?
kind of just walked away.
Looks like
Is
a
that
robot.
done?
It actually pulled itself up, didn't it?
Whoa!
Right. Let's move on to this 25th match here, right?
So we just finished round 2.
That's round 2. We've got
Round
round 1, round 2. We've got round 3. How about any words or anything about from what you saw? Because you had an opportunity to actually get out there and interviewed a lot of the teams.
Yeah, I sure did. So common themes that we're hearing a lot with the innovation project, especially this year, is teams recognizing that that they as young people are not necessarily as active as they should be. You know, a lot of us have been learning online this year, and a lot of teams, or a lot of students are making the choice to just be like, well, I'm going to trade one device for another at the end of the day, and I'm going to play my video games, as opposed to getting outside and playing. So a lot of teams have come up with some really incredible and creative ways to encourage their peers to be more active. We've heard some ideas of apps that are reminding students to get out there and be active. We're hearing some examples of even something that kind of gives you a gentle nudge on the seat that you're sitting on to say, hey, no, really, it's time to get up and play. Actually, I heard one group too that was that had come up with some ideas to actually to actually,
About time.
it is to actually go ahead and actually make it. And a lot of y'all are coming to us from the Phoenix or Tucson area. We're up in Flagstaff. We had snow most of this week, actually, and so they're trying to make it a little bit more comfortable. There you go. Yeah. This is what we've been up to the last couple of days here. We've been getting snowstorm after snowstorm up here, which we need so bad. But even teams looking at, can we make our outdoor environments more comfortable and safer in terms of kind of getting over that that excessive heat that can be so common down in the southern parts of our state.
Well, I think we should play some ball then,
I
right?
think we should. I think I need a new hat. Maybe.
Well, let's get set for round 3 and see what's coming up next. Alex, what's happening on match 25?
With match 25, we got team 40-22-2, the ELC Bionic Stars.
They'd be going up head-to-head against team 8172, the Gold Eagles. And let's see this as we come in with the Nemo hat, and this happens in 3, 2, 1, Lego! Well, the Gold Eagles are moving right away into that step counter. They're able to actually navigate that step counter all the way into the blue section. How about our Bionic Stars?
Bionic Stars have been working hard to knock over their bench, and they pulled the backrest out of it.
Excellent. Well, both teams are swapping out some new attachments, it looks like. Bionic Stars might be going for that bocce cooperation, and they were able to successfully knock down just the blue cube onto the other field. How about those Gold Eagles? They're actively moving across the field now.
Looks like they were able to take their innovation model and put it in the replay logo.
Now they had a problem. That innovation model was locked onto in match 2 or round 2, so it actually hindered them being able to move that slide all the way. But they easily got that slider down and on the field.
Looks like the Bionic Stars have a full load of bocce cubes, and they're headed across the field now. Looks like that looks like a maneuver that they've practiced a lot, because they were very particular about which cube they put where in their robot attachment, hoping that yellow cube ends up in that doubling position.
Definitely did that one on that person. Alex, I know you're watching carefully on Gold Eagles, so they're looking at that park bench.
Looks like that back bench might be caught in one of those pegs.
Bionic Stars made a complete lap of the field and passed underneath that chin-up bar so that they could earn those points. Very easily made it back to that starting position there.
Looks like they're going for that innovation project. They've got it locked into the front of their bot. He's lining it up. He's got 23 seconds left. He might be waiting it because he wants to time it. So, yep, he is, definitely. So he comes over to the dance. You don't want to start that dance too early, but you definitely don't want to start it too late. This is actually one of the missions that you want to have your bot actually doing it right at the end of the match.
Let's see if Gold Eagles can make it over in time.
Looks like they just got shy of making it all the way there. That was match 25.
All right.
Match 26. Who do we have, Christine, on this one?
We've got Team 6104, the Veritas Punkers.
And Alex?
Well, they're going up against the all-girls Big Bang, Team 51500.
Well, that's going to be great. Let's watch them in 3, 2, 1, let go! Looks like Big Bang is coming out right out of the gate, using that line sensor, hitting the back of the field. They're making this signature move. They spin, grab the rowing machine, pull it into position, lock that wheel into the target zone.
Veritas Conquerors right away went for that park bench and looked like they had successfully knocked that down. Looked like they were giving some love to that step counter there, kind of some repeated motion by that robot to try to get that into scoring position. Here comes the Conquerors. Looks like they're going for that cooperation match. Yes, they have. They've released just that blue cube, relieving the red one from behind. And it looks like they may have scored a basket as well.
Looks like that all-girls team has been pretty busy, Alex. What have they been doing?
Yeah. They took the row machine, and as you can see, they got their weight machine. That's locked into place.
You know, that's a very difficult mission. It's way far in that far corner. Teams actually have to adjust where they want that weight machine to be positioned, which can make it easier or harder depending upon where it is positioned.
Yeah.
Looks like Veritas has that rowing machine pulled out and into that circle position there, that scoring position there. And looks like they're headed over for their treadmill. I see some motion.
I can see the counter is definitely spinning. Bounced all the way and ran into the step counter.
Grabbing speed.
All girls here got their basketball hoop up to the middle target zone as well. They've been working hard on their bench.
Love how they're working simultaneously together. Ladies are putting in the hopscotch pieces on the bench, it looked like.
Oh, yeah.
Got some new drivers over on the Veritas Conquerors. About 20 seconds left in this match. If they're going to be, showing off some dance moves, they got to be starting to think about heading over to that side of the field. Looks like the Conquerors have a full load of bocce cubes.
Can they get both? Can they get the bocce and the
dance? Very nice. Yeah, looks like they've delivered that load. And 3 seconds left.
They are moving back and forth.
Looks like they're kind of scooting back and forth.
And that's what those referees are actually looking for. Can that have a repetitive motion? Can it be doing something that actually they can see at the end of the game that it's actually maneuvering across that dance floor? So in match 27, we have team 39093. Those be the couch beaters.
I love it. What a creative name. Yeah. One of the things I love most about First Lego League is the fact that teams can really kind of customize their team name to the season. And I think this one is a really great idea.
Yeah, I mean, let's face it. Let's be couch beaters and let's get all activated. DC Volts is going to do that. That's team 42147. And let's see it in 3, 2, 1, Lego!
Right.
Wow. DC Volts right out of the gate came out. They are definitely electrified. They fired into that step counter, moved it into the blue zone, and now they look like they're going for that park bench.
Looks like the couch beaters there had an impressive ramp that kind of was just activated by moving into position on that mission there for the bocce. So it's in one position as they're moving, and it tilts those cubes into position once they reach that bocce pit.
Certainly. It's like DC Volts now are swapping out in attachments now, and this is probably going to be going to far into the field here. It looks like a little hook, kind of, or a little ramp that they've got there.
Almost looks like a pancake flipper. I'm wondering if they're going for those tires. They're going to flip them over.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, look at this.
Oh,
now how's that one going to score?
I don't know.
They got the white side up, but it's actually on the other tire. That's a unique, I haven't seen that one.
That's great.
You know, we're real fortunate in Arizona. We have some amazing referees out there, and our head ref, Rich Gomez, he's the one that actually has to make the calls on those tough ones, doesn't it? Well, Rich, we're thankful to having you and all the referees, all the judges, all those volunteers helping out during the, helping the kids be able to play this season. So looks like we had Volts actually were able to get the innovation project into the replay logo. What's happening with our couch beaters?
The couch beaters actually got their step counter. It looks like they activated that completely. And it looks like they also moved that innovation project potentially into scoring position as well. About 30 seconds left, so teams are, looks like we've already got some signature dance moves happening over there by the DC Volts there.
Well, I really
back and forth and up and down.
I think Michael Jackson would be proud of these
I think
moves.
so,
He
too.
is going back and forth and moving good.
The couch beaters just maneuvered that yellow bocce cue, the ramp for that one, over to the position there, so that reliably gets it into that scoring position there, and doing kind of the kind of looks like the sprinkler, kind of doing this one, kind of back and forth in position there. Great job, teams.
Excellent job there.
Now wait a second, I think we have a hat for this.
Oh yeah,
division
I
here.
had that one on earlier. Let me grab that one for you. Here you go.
Oh yeah. So there we go.
All right.
So hopefully the teams are seeing this. We're playing it for you guys.
Thank you. Catholic Master Builders.
Catholic Master Builders actually sent us some swag and
Sent us
everything.
some
Have some
swag,
new
so
hats.
thank
We've
you.
been on hats that we've had over the years for how many years now? Has
Oh
this been?
jeez, I think this is our 13th year.
13th year.
Of seeing the state championship for First Lego League. We're so glad we got a chance to actually do it.
You know, and it wouldn't have been possible without the amazing work that Plasma has been able to do.
Sure,
as
yeah.
they've been sharing it with ASU and actually being able to share this live across the world. So
Yeah.
thank you for guys for
Thanks,
all
guys,
that
for
you do.
our
Jeremy, you've been doing it's a wonderful job. So match 28, we got team 3672 Catholic Master Builders.
Sporting the poof.
And they're going up. Alex, who they heading with?
They're going to be heading off against Team 3, the Lugnuts.
All right.
This is going to be a high-scoring match.
This will be fun to watch. We're going to have a
Let's go.
lot of calling on this one. Here we go in 3,
3, 2,
1,
1,
Lego! Both teams are out of the gate super fast. Looks like the Lugnuts were able to put in some hopscotch peeps, knock down their park bench, and try to actually pull out the back of it. What about Catholic Master Builders?
So Catholic Master Builders worked with their step counter right away, and it looks like they're in position on that treadmill. I can tell from the kind of the team member that's kind of rocking out to the side there that it's doing what it's supposed to be doing there on that treadmill there. It looks like they're making a move possibly for that.
They already scored it. Looks like the rowing machine
The rowing
and the
machine.
weight machine.
Wow, and the weight machine as well. It looks like they picked up that health. I think that's what it is. Those health points that are kind of out there on the field waiting to be picked up by teams. It looks like they may have grabbed one of those as well.
We got the Lugnuts having done their basketball hoop and sent a bocce cube over to the other teams as well.
Now, this is an interesting thing. The Catholic Master Builders actually brought the tires back to base. Now, they're back in base. They can actually interact with any of those game pieces. So can they just go ahead and flip them on over?
That's going to be a call for our head referee.
That's pretty interesting, but I do know that they actually brought the big tire, black tire. Alex, maybe help me out with the call, but I think they actually crossed the line, so that one can't score.
So the blue one, they can bring it across the base and flip it over themselves. That'll count perfectly for them. But that black one, there's a little red line that's on the field, and if the black tire crosses any part of that red line, it doesn't count for points anymore.
Oh, that's an interesting call. Do you grab both of them and do that, or do you, try to do it on the field? So Catholic Master Builders were able to score into the bocce. They're actually going to the cooperation, successfully brought over the red cube to the other table, and
Playing the basketball.
scored some basketballs.
Very nice.
Maybe made a three-pointer. Now they're going to go ahead and raise the basket up to the big boys league.
Raise the basket, raise the roof.
Lugnuts on this side, looks like they have their giant treadmill attachment again, and they're now finishing off with their bocce cubes, and they're hanging.
Oh, looks like they
Yeah,
picked
call it,
themselves
Alex. What did they do?
They did a pull-up.
They got
Sure
a pull
did.
up. That is clearly off the field.
5 seconds left. Can the Catholic Master Builders make their way to the dance floor? Oh, yeah. Rocking out.
Great to see both matches. You know
Wow.
what? We're going to have to see the end of this, during the award ceremony and maybe see where all these teams ended
Yeah,
up.
yeah. If we could find a way to maybe show those rankings, that'd be pretty sweet so the teams can see where they actually ranked with the rest of the teams during this competition.
Beautiful, beautiful matches. And it's not going to end up already because we got match 29, and that's 3086 Beat Patrol. Beat Patrol heading up against 32408 Electrobots. Alex, call this one out for me.
Get them started in 3, 2, 1. Lego.
Lego.
Let's see the hat. I'm going to help you out with it one more time.
Oh, there we go.
Right. Well, Beat Patrol are off to a quick start here, dumping all their bocce cubes in the hopscotch zone and completely knocking over that bench.
It's amazing. I love seeing those missions when they're linked together like that. Everything seems to be going good. This is our third run on Beat Patrol. They're actually going for the step counter. On the bottom of the match, we're looking at a bird's eye view as our bot successfully navigates right underneath the pull-up bar. And you know what? Let's go ahead and score all 13 bocces into the zone.
There we go.
You know what?
Nice job on the
Alex, he doesn't stop there, does it?
No, it doesn't.
He goes ahead and does what?
They're going and sharing some bocce cubes with Beat Patrol here.
Amazing. I love it. So this year's game, of course, the goal was to get it over onto the other field, but if they could just get one of those cubes on, then they went ahead and scored those points.
That's right.
Beat Patrol was able to successfully get over on the treadmill. They spun the treadmill. It'd be interesting to find out what they were. They really had some problems on the first round getting this attachment. It looks like they successfully got their new attachment on the front.
Oh yeah, they've got a little bit of difficulties, but plenty of time left to get that attachment fixed.
They've already done so much in that first minute there that it's just like, wow.
It looks like what Electrobots are able to get their innovation project in.
Nice.
They got it in the gray zone.
Maybe those health loops, they might be touching that gray area there.
And that's how they had to score, right, Alex? They had to have, actually, the health loops had to be, what, in contact with the mat, right?
They had to be in contact with the gray area of the mat. So if those loops are touching, then those count for points there.
Nice.
Cool. Beat Patrol is working on that cooperation mission. It looks like they may have gotten, I can't tell if it's one or two of those spare cubes over to the other field. And it looks like they were trying to get that slider to get that bonus yellow cube into position.
Teams have 5 seconds. Are they going to be able to get into their dance position? Beat Patrol looks like they're locked up. But if I saw it, I saw some dancing going on with the Electrobots. Good job. All right, match 30. Who we have going on this one, Coach?
We got 46-735, the Shakespearean Pirates.
Oh, we got you. Hold on there.
Wait. The right hat for the right job.
All right, there we go. We got the pirate hat on. And Alex, what's happening on this other team's table?
We got Team 51-53, the Terminators.
Well, let's see if we can't turn some heads on this match. Match 30 is going to begin in 3, 2, 1, Lego! Terminators are going right out of the gate. They're putting in their innovation project as well as trying to get their, looks like they're trying to get the park bench. I think they ran a little short. It looks to be about 6 inches, 8 inches short of getting into the location it needed to be.
Well, the Pirates delivered a huge load of bocce cubes over to that pit, and it looks like they also knocked down that park bench. They're making that move for the cooperation, and they successfully get that red cube over to the other field.
Looks like they scored a basket and moved the basket crate all the way up.
Very nice.
Terminators have been busy down here with their step counter, and they're not going to finish there. Looks like they're heading all the way over to the treadmill as well.
Wonderful step counter as well as the treadmill, pushing itself in the back. You notice how it tilts itself up, so it actually went over and locked itself into position and is spinning that treadmill.
All right, here come the Pirates. Oh, it looks like they made a move for the slide, and in one swoop got both of those kiddos up and over off the slide. That is a tricky starting
that
position.
Really is.
That.
We haven't seen a whole lot of teams do that. They got the one slider, I guess, back in base. They have the opportunity to possibly get the other one on the tire. It'll be interesting to see if they're going to do it.
And it was such a simple way of doing it too. They just used a big loop of Legos and just let gravity do
Check it out. Did you see that one?
Oh,
it actually
wow.
put the second slider on the tire. That scores Huge.
That's amazing points. Great job. There we go. Looks like they got their rowing machine on because, of course, we're pirates. We gotta row our boats.
We have
There you go. You got a paddle.
Got my paddle.
Oh, Alex, I love it. He's got his hat on too there.
I don't have a pirate hat, but I can play along with the Shakespeare.
Nice job.
All right. Well, we have Terminators here just missing their bocce cubes and dumping it right off to the edge into the dance mat zone.
Oh, no. I hope that doesn't impinge their dance moves.
Yeah.
Well,
Here
they'll
come the
probably
pirates making that move under the pull-up bar.
7 seconds.
Heading over to the dance floor, and they have got it. They are working it. Nicely done, teams.
Good job out there. That's the Shakespearean Pirates and the Terminators. On match 31, we have team 41110, Activation Artivation.
Very nice. I bet there's a story behind that name.
I'd love to know that.
I'm excited to hear that one.
Yeah, how that team came
And
about.
we've got team 5155, Head X.
And action, they're starting off in
3,
2,
2, 1, Lego.
Holy mackerel, PedX had that attachment go off right in the very beginning, knocked the park bench over, took the back out, and put in 4 hopscotch cubes.
active artivation over here, getting a little dancing going and working on their step counter.
Nicely done. Yeah, I got that step counter. And that robot is just it on one part of the field and it's on the next. It's so fast.
Well, it's trying to do a second mission before it finishes the first one. But they're getting ready now for what looks like the bench. How's PedX going down there?
FedEx has turned on their light sensor. Oh, it looks like they sent it off before it was ready. They brought that robot back to base. That's an impressive machine as well. Another one of those modular type robots. Sending that robot out. There we go. Looks like they've activated the line sensor. Looks like they could be heading for the cooperation mission. Ooh, near miss on that one. Maybe they'll go over and play some basketball as well. And it looks like they have got the basketball hoop all the way up.
That's great. We got active artivation here. They're moving their innovation model out to the replay logo right now.
Nice maneuvering there. Nice positioning on that.
Watching some of these robots have just got me excited. I've got to get some protective gear on, so we're ready.
Here we go. Oh, there we go. Nice maneuver by PedX to get that yellow cube into that bonus circle for the bocce pit. That's a surefire way of doing that. Oh, it looks like they're moving it. What? They totally just flipped over that heavy tire. That's crazy.
You know, it may even still be in that target zone. That's going to help score it.
Wow.
We got active artivation here just finishing up their treadmill. And they're getting ready for one more mission perhaps with 20 seconds left.
20 seconds round. Here we go. They're going for the step counter.
Oh, nice. You can see that mechanism working so well to get that step counter into the right position. Here comes active artivation. Looks like they're headed to the dance floor. Oh, yeah.
Nope.
Little happy dance by the robot. Time expires. Nice match.
Good job.
Wow.
Well, here on match 32, we have technical difficulties. That's team 6639.
And they're going up against team 46003, the Robson Boys and Girls Club.
Well, let's see what
Shark
happens with that one. Sporting the Shark Hat in 3, 2, 1, Lego! Boys and Girls Club are moving out right away onto the step counter. They're actually using the side of the field to make sure they're aligned, which is a great idea. You can use any part of the field to make sure that your robot is aligned and stays within the position it needs to.
Of course, we got technical difficulties here working on their bench right now. They knocked it down and pushed their innovation model over to it. They're now dumping some bocce cubes into the hopscotch area.
Nice maneuvering
You
there.
know, I'm kind of seeing the girls get a little excited on that one. I think they definitely put them into the hopscotch area. That scores them.
What's going down with the Boys and Girls Club in Phoenix? There.
Well, I think what they've done is they're putting on a new program, I think, Alex, and they're doing the same sort of thing, heading over, looks very slowly. It's moving into a position on the park bench and going to go ahead and score some of those hopscotch pieces. Yep, it drops them on in.
That's great. Technical difficulties have been speeding around towards their step counter now.
You know, just seeing the kids out there on the field is amazing. You can see they're having a great time. The kids are having fun. They're doing, you know what? They're doing first.
Exactly.
And that's what it's all about. Kids are having fun playing first and being first. First isn't just about the game. It's not just about the robot. First is, it's a belief. It's a movement. Like you said, Christine, you always talk about it's a movement, it's a change, and it's a way of thought, people thinking.
Yeah, it sure is. And as long as we have kids that are devoted to that, then that first lives on, no matter if we're hundreds of miles apart.
That's right. So 30 seconds left on it. Technical difficulties are trying to get another mission in. How about our Boys and Girls Club? It looks like they're going to go ahead and go for the innovation project.
Looks like they've got it in position there on top of that replay logo.
Clearly it's sitting up there, so that's going to help them. And now they're 10 seconds left. They're going to move into the dance. And you can see him dancing all the way. Yep. Okay, and do we have two damn robots dancing? I see two.
Robots dancing.
Here we go. Whew, scores big. Match 33. Who we got playing on this one, Alex?
Well, we got Team 44386, 386, yeah, Mighty Minions. And
Christine, what are they going up against?
Team 51, the Cyclists.
All right, the Cyclists, which are, I love the spelling of it too.
Yeah. They shared today. That's because they're sites for cycling.
Oh, I love it. Site for cycling. Well, let's see how they cycle through these missions on their third round, match 33. In 3, 2, 1, let go! You can see the cyclists are coming right out, going for the park bench, putting in the hopscotch pieces, and you know what? Let's take out the back.
Wow, nice maneuvering. Looks like they actually may have also dropped off their innovation project at the same time.
Amazing.
Mighty Minions also working on that bench, and they got their backrest off, and it's knocked down.
Cyclists are putting on a new attachment. We've seen this attachment before. It's a great one. Watch it carefully. It's going to spin as it moves along the line follower. It actually turns and goes for the basket, scores a basket, and then it tries to lift that crate right back up to see if they're successful on round 3.
Mighty Minions working on that step counter there. You can see it kind of one at a time, making sure that they have the right amount of pressure to advance that into the scoring position there.
Cyclists were able to successfully get the crate up to the middle goal, and during that time they went ahead and turned and moved the bocce cube over into the other field. And you know what? While we're at it, let's go ahead and score all our other bocce pieces into the area.
Oh, it looks like they got hung up on that extra bocce piece. They're kind of spun that ramp all the way around, and that yellow cube kind of goes spinning off into space.
That's kind of how I throw the bocce ball. I end up and can't ever hit that silly little target ball.
I always end up hitting a rock instead.
Oh, we got Mighty Minions here. Looks like they're going to be heading over with their bocce cubes now. They're going to try and dump a yellow cube in that small target area.
Nice. Look at that load there.
With the kids jumping in, I think they probably have one in the
They're
yellow.
pretty happy about that.
Our cyclists are using that line follower. Now, let's see. This one is lined up, set. It's going to try and hold itself up.
Wow.
I think we've seen two robots that actually had used the pull-up bar, and that's an amazing feat to actually take that little Lego bot and pull itself all the way up.
Mighty Minions make their way over to the dance floor. Not wallflowers, them. They are showing off their moves.
Oh, love that. You're watching that dance moves out there. All right. Match 34. Looks like we have team 47-23. Those be the Robo Roscoes.
And team 46032, it's gonna be okay. Just keep saying it. It's gonna be okay.
Let's see it. How okay we are in 3, 2, 1, Lego! It's going to be okay. Jumps out of the base, heads over to the bocce field, scores their target zone, puts the yellow right where they want to do it, and they are back at base.
Yep. Robo Roscoe's over here are working on their step counter using that color sensor to try and get them lined up.
They have that big wheel pushing it in this time. They had some problem earlier match. It looks like it's working out beautifully for them. And of course, that's why we got multiple missions. Robots can be a little cantankerous sometimes and not play the way they should.
And remember, it's just the highest scoring match that you put up that counts toward your rankings. Oh, using the same attachment to work on that treadmill. Looks like they got it spinning. Hard to see which way that counter is going, but it seems that the wheel is spinning at least, hopefully scoring that team some points.
Has it been okay for our girls down there, Alex?
It seems to be that way. They're working on their step counter right now. Haven't quite seen many difficulties there.
Beautiful job. It looks like they've taken down the park bench. They've gotten the back out of it. Maybe even put in a few of those hopscotch cubes, and their step counter's done. And now they're moving into position to, it's going to be okay. It is fired up right into that treadmill. Notice how they have that front attachment, lines themselves up with the back of the field board.
The Robo Roscoes made a pass underneath that pull-up bar. Looked like they were headed for the bocce court, but I think at the last second they decided to pull that back. Maybe because it was wasn't quite aligned the way they needed it to. Looks like they're working on their innovation project now.
30 seconds left in this match. Match 34 is going to be over, and now 25 seconds. Let's see how many more missions they can get. It's going to be okay. Looks like they were able to successfully bring a slide. Got the two kids off of the slide and brought them back to the base.
Yep. They're going to finish off with their innovation model and heading over to the dance pad here now.
Oh no, did they stop?
Oh no!
Oh, I think they got hung up on that health loop there.
Oh, no, those silly game design people, they sit there and put these little
tiny little
pieces in some of the most precarious spots that really the robots have to navigate around.
Yep.
It's amazing. They kind of think of everything. So.
They really do.
Who's playing on match 35 there, guys?
Coming up on match 35, it's team 7560, the Tomfooleries.
They'd be going against team 7619. That 9 being the Nuggers.
All right, only 2 matches to go.
Let's hear it, Alex. Here we go. In
3, 2, 1, Lego! All right. The Nugbirds are making their way off towards the step counter here, getting that over into the blue, it looks like.
They got it all the way. How about some tomfoolery? What's taking place on that field?
Looks like they've already moved their innovation project into position and possibly interacted with that park bench. They're also moving over to that step counter, moving at a kind of a higher pace than what we've seen so far. A lot of teams talked today about getting those missions refined so they're shaving seconds off their time so they have time to score as many points as they possibly can.
Well, that's a great way. I mean, when we saw these missions happen in the qualifying matches or let's say qualifying tournaments, many of the teams were just trying to get the missions to happen. And now you can see these things have actually been really refined. Our scores have definitely skyrocketed.
Absolutely.
Nugbirds have been busy over here. They were knocking down that bench and getting the backrest off. Looks like they're lining up now with their innovation model as well, trying to take that over in one of the target zones.
Tomfooleries are doing the same. They're using a line sensor. Looks like it's moving carefully down. It switches to the line in the middle underneath the pull-up bar, and it's heading to the bocce field. And I'm looking at that. It looks to me like they scored that yellow in the
Yeah, it could be.
They've got 49 seconds. They're doing their signature flap dance move.
Doing the flap. Doing the flap.
How about our Nugbirds? What's going on? It looks like they're playing some basketball and just missed.
That sometimes happens. That happens to professionals too. They don't make every shot they take either.
With 25 seconds here, they'll probably have time for this final mission with their bocce cubes, it looks like. And then probably head off to the dance pad.
15 seconds. Are they going to have time to be able to get both those done? It's going to be interesting to see.
Find out. Four, three, 2, 1. Looks like they just.
I saw that little jig. I think they had a repetitive motion there. The refs would call that one for sure. That was team 7619, the Nugbirds against Tomfooleries 7560.
All right, here we go. We've come to our last match.
Wow. Wow, teams, this is our last match. It is almost 4 o'clock. I think we got an award ceremony.
I think we do. Waiting to hear from those judges that those scripts are ready to be read out. But in the meantime, let's enjoy some more robot play. Introducing Team 5776, the Wade Bright Fitbots.
They're going up against. They're going up against Team 47207. That would be the Team in Motion. Well, this is our last match, Alex. It's been an incredible day calling some matches out with you. I'm waiting so we can do it in person next year.
Yeah. Looking forward to it.
You know we'll be there. Looking forward to seeing you. So let's call it on all together. Here we go. And 3, 2, 1, Lego! Team in Motion was starting off right in motion. They spun out of the starting gate, got over to the bocce field, dumped all their bocces. Clearly they're in the area. I'm not sure if the yellow one's in the target zone, but definitely the red one is.
Looks like the Fitbots cruised on over and activated that cooperation one. Now they sent both the blue and the red down onto the other field.
Yeah, they needed to just send one. Doesn't score when you actually get 2, but what a great opportunity. It's very, very hard because they're very close together.
Looks like the Fitbots are over on that treadmill, giving that robot some much needed exercise while it's been stuck inside for so long.
Team in Motion.
Doing there, Alex?
Well, Team in Motion looks like they're heading down towards the far end of the field. Probably work on their treadmill now. It looks like they just got up onto it. You can see that slowly spinning around there.
Yeah, if you can actually see that marker, it's actually gone all the way down to the bottom. Love seeing that one. And they are back in base now. What's happening above the Fitbots?
Fitbots have launched over, they pushed down that park bench, and it looks like they also delivered their innovation project and possibly some hopscotch pieces as well.
That's wonderful if you get 3 or 4 missions done in one move. That's efficiency. Got 1 minute left. What's happening with our Team in Motion?
Team in Motion here, they're getting ready with some health loops in their innovation model, probably push over into the hopscotch area. Look, they got their innovation model in, but looks like their health loops are on the back side, not touching that gray area. But they just tried again, and looks like they got them in now.
Wow, that's amazing. So using the same motion, what they said, you know what, they're not quite close enough. Let's hit it one more time. And now they're going underneath the pull-up bar. Yeah. They head over to the dance field with about 25 seconds left.
The Fitbots, in the meantime, pulled out the rowing machine. They activated that. There we go. We got the Robots, the team in motion is rocking out with their robot. And here comes the Fitbots cruising under that pull-up bar, trying to make it to the dance floor in 3, 2, 1. Time expired. Congratulations to all of our remote teams that made it to the state championship. Huge accomplishment just to even make it to the state championship.
Amazing that they're able to make it to this level of competition and everything. This is the Arizona State remote tournament. The award ceremony is going to begin shortly. Kids, don't go anywhere. Hang tight. We're getting real excited as we're finishing up those scripts and everything. And let's see if we can't get some hardware passed out.
Absolutely.
So, again, I just want to say thank you again so much to Plasma Robotics, that's FRC Team 2403, and all the hard work that you folks have done just to make this possible and make this event being able to share across everyone. Alex, it's been a super pleasure. I sure had fun calling the matches with you today.
Great pleasure on my part working with you and Kat and Christina here as well.
Well, Alex, thank you. You know, every year we want to see you again and looking forward to it. And I know you folks can probably see Jeremy right up there in the very front. Come on, Jeremy, wave to those teams out there. Jeremy, thank you for all you do, working the backfield there and trying to make all this some magic work, because we sure don't know how to get this going, and it's sure fun. So
we're going to take a quick break and see if we can find an award script.
And we're going to play some award ceremony for Instant Replay.
favorite thing about First LEGO League is the teamwork.
Probably being with my friends.
The most exciting thing about First LEGO League is the competition.
First LEGO League gives kids a real-world engineering problem, and then they have to design, build, code, and solve the problem. First LEGO League is about more than robots. It's about solving problems that are bigger than they've ever imagined, thinking outside the box, and being excited to be part of a team.
Students are learning how to work together, they're learning how to be team players, they're learning how to be leaders, they're learning to express themselves, they're very independent.
First LEGO League it focuses on developing problem-solving skills while incorporating STEM and fun into learning.
The first LEGO League season culminates by attending a regional tournament.
At the tournament, we have 3 stages that we have to do. There's the robot field part. There's the core values, where we use the core values we learned throughout the season. Then the presentation, we present our research project.
They were really excited to go see what the other teams had learned and to ask them questions about how they built their robot.
We get to share our ideas and build off of other people's ideas. Even though we're competing against other teams, one thing that we really focus on is cooperation, which where every single team who we're competing against, we're also working together, and it really creates an amazing environment to work in.
Getting to work with other students that are interested in engineering from a young age kind of prepares you for all of the collaboration that engineering as a field requires.
First LEGO League is one of 4 FIRST programs that helps develop the next generation of leaders and innovators.
It can help you figure out who you want to be, where you want to go, and help you expand your skills in so many ways.
First LEGO League is a partnership between FIRST and LEGO Education.
First is inspiring. First is discovery, innovation, impact,
Inclusion.
Teamwork.
fun.
FIRST really empowers young people to become strong global citizens. We want students to get the skills that they need to use science and technology to solve really hard but really important problems that face everyone around the world.
Well, that was great, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You know, FIRST really is so much more than robots, isn't it?
Oh, it completely is. I mean, one of the things that we always talk to teachers about when we talk about this program is the fact that they're not just building robots. It's the fact that they're learning to work together as a team.
Yeah.
They're learning to solve real world problems. They're learning to communicate, both written and verbally. They're using math to solve these different problems with their robot.
It truly is. I mean, they're working as a team.
Right.
You know, it requires teamwork, and it's amazing that they're learning these other skills. They're so valuable. They're valuable in whatever direction you go.
Exactly.
It's, you know, we think that, we're growing engineers and things like that. No, we're growing people, and that's what FIRST is really all about. Teams, we are so proud of everything that you guys have done out there. During these times, you know, we've heard it over and over, these unprecedented times, and it's difficult. But you know what? You've inspired us. It's so amazing watching what you've been doing, even during things that, you know, we could have just shut down.
Absolutely.
Said, you know what?
Absolutely. That would have been the easy way out, or just been like, you know what? We'll just take the year off. And a lot of teams, you know, couldn't meet in person. You know, our team that we coached hasn't been able to meet for almost a year now. We only just now got permission to meet in person just a couple weeks ago and everything. And the way that these teams have come up with ways to continue to connect with each other, to continue to do the program, to be able to reach out to their communities, even when the world says no, stay in your homes, they say, you know what, fine, if we can't leave our houses, then we're going to do it this way, and we're going to come up with these new creative ways. Gives me hope.
Yeah, well, let's face it, there's no better time in this world than meeting first, because first is about, about meeting obstacles, meeting challenges, and actually overcoming them. And kids, you have done an amazing job with that. And you know what? It takes a whole community, not just one individual. And this whole program has been done by volunteers. And I just got to say, we want to say our heart is out there for all of you folks, coaches, parents, mentors, helping the kids in these times. It's been amazing. And putting on this event and putting on all these events have required an immense amount of volunteers. So I want to do a call out. I want to do a call out to all those mentors and volunteers helping out. That'd be referees. We have judges out there, state referees, head, judge advisors. Laura, you've done an amazing job. Our hat is off to you. So thank you so very much for everything and making this possible. And you know what? What is FIRST and what's FLL? We have a short video we'd like to share.
I got a short shout out I want to share from our state head referee, Rich. He said, shout out to the referees. You guys were wonderful and made my job easy, and that is incredible. So that speaks to the caliber of the volunteers that we have here in Arizona and everything, and the dedication to each and every one of those volunteers. So for those of you who maybe joined us a little late and were watching us call those matches and everything and saying, hey, what in the world is it the robot is supposed to be doing? We'd like to go ahead and offer the chance for you to see exactly what it was that the teams had to do. There is so much more to these missions than meets the eye. Right. Each and every one of those missions really has a deeper dive to it that really is much more complex than what it looks like on the surface.
Well, it looks like, they're just, these robots are moving across the field, bouncing along and doing things, but there's very specific tasks that they had to do. And there were 15 unique missions on this field.
Yep.
So, Jeremy, what I'd like to do is, could you go ahead and maybe show us this year's game as we released it for replay?
For centuries, sports have played an integral part of our culture. Moving, collaborating, competing, celebrating. Sports have paved a way for us to play and move together. The activities that challenge us physically and mentally are shifting, and we are challenged to use our minds, our creativity, imagination, and critical thinking as much as we use our muscles. As we rethink where we move and redesign the parks, fields, and spaces around us to create places to play, we have the power to be forces for change and redefine the game. Let's work together to champion every sport and every person that plays the game, so people of all abilities and skill levels can participate, giving us all reasons to cheer. It's time for us to revolutionize the way we play and move. It's time to be game changers. In the 2020-2021 First LEGO League Challenge season, Replay, you will explore opportunities to play and be active. More and more people are not active enough. Playing makes being active more fun. You get creative when you want to play, and it's this creativity, your creativity, that can help motivate us to be more active. How and where can we help people be more active? How can we motivate our community and impact the future? What solutions can we create now to help everyone to a fun and active future? Every role on your team is important to help solve the problem. It will take teamwork, imagination, and creativity. And it starts here, with your critical thinking and imagination leading the way toward fun and active lifestyles for everyone. You will also learn about the FIRST core values. The core values are part of everything we do at FIRST. They are like the members on your team. Each one works together to help you succeed. Discovery, innovation, impact, inclusion, teamwork, and fun. The core values should be a part of your FIRST LEGO League experience. Use them throughout the season. Your innovation project is one component of the first LEGO League Challenge. Identify a specific problem linked to people not being active enough. Research your problem and your solution ideas. Design a new piece of technology or improve an existing one. Make a model or prototype to show how your solution helps people be active. Share your solution. Collect feedback and iterate on your design. Pitch your solution at an event. Make sure your whole team is involved.
This is the replay competition field. There are 14 missions, which can be attempted in any order. You do not have to complete all the missions, just try as many as you can in each 2.5-minute round. Only the score from your best round will be counted. Your robot must start from this launch area, and you should program it to return to this home area when it returns from the field. You can handle and modify your robot while it is in the home area. If your robot and all its equipment is small enough to fit in this small inspection area, you will score 25 points. Mission 1, Innovation Project. During this mission, you will use the white brick model that you have made that represents the solution to your innovation project. The robot moves your white brick model into the replay logo, or to the gray area around the bench. Mission 2, Step Counter. The robot slides the step counter slow and steady. The further it moves, the more points that are scored. Mission 3, Slide. The robot slides the people off the slide and moves them to other areas, completely in home or on the heavy tire. Mission 4, Bench. The robot flattens the bench, removes the backrest, and gets cubes into the hopscotch spaces. Mission 5, Basketball. The robot gets a cube into the crate and raises the crate up the basketball post to the middle height, or to the top height. Mission 6, Pull-up bar. The robot passes completely under the bar in either direction, then later comes back and lifts itself off the mat at the end of the match. Mission 7, Robot Dance. If the robot is dancing on the dance floor at the end of the match, Mission 8, Boccia. If both share models have sent only one cube anywhere into the opposing field, and those cubes color match each other. If there are any color cubes in your frame or target. And if there is at least one yellow cube completely in your target. Mission 9, Tire Flip. The robot flips tires white side up, the heavy black tread tire and the light blue tread tire. If the heavy tire crosses the red flip line at any time, it scores 0. The robot moves the tires into the large target circle. Mission 10, cell phone. The robot flips the cell phone white side up. Mission 11, treadmill. The robot spins the rollers to move the pointer clockwise. The further it moves, the more points scored. Gray, red, orange, yellow, light green, or dark green. Mission 12, row machine. The robot moves the free wheel out of the large circle and into its smaller target circle. Mission 13, weight machine. Before the match, set the weight machine to the color you want: blue, magenta, or yellow. During the match, the robot forces the large lever down until the little yellow stopper falls to score points. Blue, magenta, or yellow. Mission 14, health units. The robot collects health units from around the field, then moves them to target areas, touching the replay logo, touching the gray area around the bench, or looped over the pull-up bar post. Mission 15, precision. If you interrupt your robot, you will lose a precision token. Precision tokens left on the field can result in extra points. Remember to read the robot game rules and check for any updates during the season.
Good luck this season, and remember to have fun as you reimagine the way we play and move. Whether you're exploring how our bodies move or uncovering opportunities to play that are fun and fair for everyone. Your creativity can revolutionize the world. Let's rethink the way we play and move. It's time to be game changers.
Wow, was that great?
Yeah.
Oh man, seeing what those robots have to actually perform and how small little details. It's tough. It's tough out there.
I hear year after year from college engineering students, I couldn't do what these fourth graders can do.
Oh yeah, it's amazing.
You guys blow my mind. It's so amazing.
I know I couldn't.
I can't. No, I definitely couldn't do it.
Yeah, definitely. I'll tell you, it's amazing. So, but Christine, I'd like to see about getting out some hardware. What do you say?
I think we're just about ready to get out some hardware, but let's start with a huge round of applause to all the teams that qualified for the Arizona Championship, made it this far, despite all odds, despite all the weirdness, despite all the obstacles that you may have had to meet. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Yeah. You guys did an amazing job. Just amazing. What a great replay season. We're so proud of you. Know that none of it could have possibly happened if it wasn't for an amazing group of core volunteers.
Yeah.
And we're talking volunteers from all levels. We're talking volunteers that the referees that had to ref each match. You know, watching these matches, the judges that worked remotely, having to look through all these, the different materials that teams sent in. They wanted to look at everything. And teams, you did a great job sending that stuff in. Thank you again.
Thank you.
And coaches, thank you. Thank you. Give yourselves a round of applause for really working with all of them. So, thank you. But what we'd like to do is we'd like to really recognize one special volunteer, a volunteer that really made, all of this possible. This amazing individual, he did kickoff, He did live stream of all the events this season. They were so professional, so well put together. I'm going to tell you, this year's key volunteer, Jeremy Netson, thank you for all you've done. Thank you out there, Jeremy. Jeremy, thank you. It's been a pleasure working with you. Coaches, mentors inspire their teams to do their best, both as individuals and together. And without them, there would be no First Lego League. So this award goes to the coach or mentor whose leadership and guidance is clearly evident and best exemplifies core values. Well, Christine, what are some of the things that many of these team members wrote about this individual?
This is incredible because a lot of team members wrote about this. She goes above and beyond for her robotics students. She is incredible. She started the program at her school 3 years ago. Since then, she has tripled her impact and now runs 3 different teams on our campus.
Amazing.
Her energy is contagious. She's created a love for robotics on our campus. She breaks down the information into chunks that make it fun for the kiddos to learn. She's brought this team to our small community that no one else has done and made it more than anyone can imagine. She engages the students on multiple levels and always pushes them to be the best they can be. She encourages the students to incorporate STEM in their daily lives and in their future careers. She is there every Monday and Tuesday after school with us and even gives up some of her lunch times to hang out and teach us. She encourages us to keep trying even when we make mistakes. She loves teaching us kids. She is kind, amazing, and hardworking. This mentor is truly phenomenal, and she is our mighty leader. Plus, her goofy enthusiasm is completely contagious. The Coach Mentor Award goes to Molly Hooks from Team 44386, the Mighty Minions.
All right. Molly, congratulations. Wow. I sure would like to be on Molly's team. It sounds like just an amazing job and all the hard work you do out there. So thank you so much.
Next up, we've got our Rising All-Star Award. Dave, you want to tell us about the Rising All-Star?
The Rising All-Star Award celebrates the team that the judges notice and expect great things from in the future. And here's what the judges had to say about this year's nominee. This team spirit really wowed the judges. Well, their presentation didn't leave much room for competition, and they weren't dragging their feet with their design process. And the Rising All-Star Award goes to Team 7619, the Nugbirds.
Congratulations.
Good job, Nugbirds. Congratulations out there.
All right, next up, we have the Excellence in Engineering Award. And that celebrates a team with an effectively and efficiently designed robot, an innovative project solution that effectively addresses the season challenge and great core values in all they do. Here's what the judges had to say about the winner of this award. This team, whether they knew it or not, addressed 2 problems with their innovation project. They clearly had good control of their robot's advanced systems. Their optimism ensured us all that everything would turn out better than okay. Congratulations, team 46032. It's gonna be okay.
Great job. It's gonna be okay. Engineering Excellence Award. Wow. Well, the Robot Performance Award celebrates a team that scores the most points during this year's robot game replay. Whew, wow, this is an amazing score. We saw those matches, and with a high score of 455 points, the Robots Performance Award goes to Team 46735, the Shakespearean Pirates. Oh, an amazing score.
Next up, we're going to give our Innovation Project Award. This award recognizes a team that utilizes diverse resources for their innovation projects to help them gain a comprehensive understanding of their problem and have a creative, well-researched solution that effectively communicates their findings to the judges and to the community. Here's what the judges had to say. This team went above and beyond designing their project prototype. Their development cycle included reaching out to multiple experts and organizations. They really psyched us up to see their solution. Congratulations, team 5151, the Cyclists.
High five to you all.
Wow,
Great job, cyclists. Wow. Well, the core values is all about first. And the core values award recognizes a team that displays extraordinary enthusiasm, spirit, knows that they can accomplish more together than if they were trying to do this as individuals. And it shows each other and other teams respect at all times, truly core values. Here's what the judges had to say about this year's recipient. Their creativity engaged the judges and had us on the edge of our seats. They truly delivered on excellent teamwork and inclusion. They also made sure this year wasn't their FLL end game.
Wow.
And the Core Values Award goes to Team 5155 PEDX.
Congratulations. Great job. The Robot Design Award recognizes a team that uses outstanding programming principles and solid engineering practices to develop a robot that is mechanically sound, durable, efficient, and highly capable of performing challenge missions. Here's what the judges had to say. This team is a small group that meets over Zoom after school. They exhibit girl power in all different directions. Their new Big Bang robot brings in a big win. The Robot Design Award goes to Team 51500 All Girls Big Bang.
Congratulations, girls from Big Bang. Great job. Well, the Champions Award recognizes a team that embodies the first LEGO League experience by fully embracing core values while achieving excellence and innovation in both the robot performance, the robot design, and the innovation project. I'll announce the finalists for the Champions Award first, and then our first place Champions Award recipient. Now understand that this Champion Award may have the opportunity to go on at whatever events possibly may be happening with first. This team was really geared up for competition. In their season, they really made a splash. With their goggles, you can swim with the fish, but go too slow and you will be chased by a shark. Our finalist championship award goes to Team 3, the Lugnuts. Here's what the judges had to say about the Champions Award winner. This team's solution to the replay challenge was almost poetic. They did great research and used Google Forms for tracking sources, and their robot wasn't the only thing full of air. They had us all floating along with their solution, and their inspirations hooked us all. Their project had real impact in the community. They are a fun team. Arrgh. And this first place championship award goes to Team 46735, the Shakespearean Pirates. Congratulations, Shakespearean Pirates.
Amazing work to all of those teams. Let's have a huge round of applause to all of those teams that qualified for the Arizona Championship. so proud of you guys. It was such a joy getting to see everything that you guys accomplished this year on and off the robot field. You continue to inspire us. You continue to inspire your communities, and that's what FIRST is all about.
So thank you for all. What a great event. I mean, what an amazing event that all of you teams put together. You blew our socks off. And I just want to thank you all for allowing us to share this afternoon, this evening with you. And congratulations. Give everyone out there a huge round of applause. Well, I think that's it. I think I'm missing one thing. We need a high five. Bye-bye.
Stay safe, everyone. Take care of each other.
We'll see y'all later. And we look forward to giving you all that high five in the near future. See you soon. Bye-bye.